Welcome to the Isle of Man Manx Grand Prix, and boy, we can't wait to share the content that's going to be coming your way in and around the event.
Two wheels and a three.
Thank you. Thank you. Of course, there's going to be plenty of racing coming your way. But we're going to cover as much as the people in and around that racing.
Maybe what about a Manx Grand Prix? Oh, crikey to us. What's up there in the stratosphere, you know?
Sounds and the smells, hey?
Oh, it's like nothing else. Get the Castrol going again and...
You need a stepping stone. And the Manx is a good stepping stone.
They've got legends flying over from all over the place that were made at this great event. And of course, we've got entertainment. There's all sorts going on around the island. So we're going to share as much of that as we possibly can with you.
Fantastic to be back here, and obviously got the opportunity to ride the Ashport Racing RT45, which is a proper iconic machine.
And they couldn't have picked a better lad to get on it. Two-wheeling classics, relive the passion. Manner. Welcome to the Two-Wheeling Classics studio, and lucky for us today, we are joined by the Greenall Racing boys. We have Rob Hodson here, Brian McCormack, and Derek Sheils. So we've had a little bit of wet weather, so a change in the scheduling. So lucky for us, as a result of that, we can get these boys into the studio and have a little check-in and a good chat. So you would have seen, if you've seen any live streams so far, we've checked in with them already. We spoke to Brian last year and the celebration and the anniversary with the team as well, which we'll touch on in just a second. Boys, welcome back to the Manx Grand Prix 2024. Here we are. Welcome to the studio.
Thanks for having us.
Thanks for taking some time out. Derek, welcome back. How has it been so far for you?
Yeah, good. Yeah, we only spun 2 laps on Sunday, so yeah, it's just one of those things you can't help. Like a couple of red flags, and you know, obviously a bit of weather. So it's the Isle of Man. That's what you got to expect. And yeah, I enjoyed the 2 laps around, and the bike feels good. So same team as I've rode for years. So yeah, you know the bike's gonna be right, and yeah, enjoying it so far.
And it's great for you to be invited back to such a great setup, great history in the team, and as you said, your own personal history with them as well. Yeah,
absolutely. You know, they've been around decades, as Nick says, like in the 80s. But it's they have a lot of experience, so you know you can just hop on the bike and you know everything's right. So yeah, it makes it all the easier as you're heading off down Bray Hill.
Great, Brian, welcome. We checked in with you when you, so we talked about the anniversary last year, didn't we, of the team, running through the names on that picture, some of this nicely bearded gentleman at the end there as well on there. Great to be back with the team, hey, and coming back to such a great event.
Yeah, it's always good when you get the phone call off him around Christmas time asking me, do you want to ride a bike, and then tell me he's taking my bike off me and giving it to Rob. Wasn't nice, but
it's not as it seems. We'll get to that one.
No, it is as Derek said, the bikes are A1. They're always the best turned out in the paddock. The 2 boys have been on the podium, the bike's been on the podium so many times, so It's just the big flabby bit on the top now has to do the job. That's me. So, yeah, no, tis great to be back. Like we're lucky enough. We were here at the TT this year. Derek obviously wasn't here, unfortunately, but we've got loads of laps. So you kind of feel sorry for the lads in the Manx now. We're not getting their laps in, so we're kind of chilled out and relaxing and enjoying it. And if we get laps, we get laps, But it's always a pleasure to ride them bikes.
Great. And Rob, do you not get the memo about the t-shirt?
I didn't actually. We've just been talking off.
They know kid sizes.
Off the camera.
Just men, just real men.
This is a ladies extra small. It's all right. I'll grow a chest. No, I forgot your question already. Oh, the memo. We're talking about the demise of me. Who I've not.
We're just phasing them out slowly, like.
I've got an odd bike to them, and I'm not Irish. Like, what's going on here? There's something doesn't add up. But no, it's been good to kick off the other day, and like Derek said, it's a shame to only get 2 standing start laps in. We thought we might have got like 4, 2 flying laps on the bikes, but it's unfortunate. These things happen, and it's a sad situation with the accidents and things like that. So obviously all of our thoughts go out to the families of those affected. So we got some good practice in, and like Brian touched on, I have kind of stole his bike for this year, so he's not too salty about it though. So no, a bit of a change up. I've rode the Kawasaki ZXR for the Greenall team for. I've done 3 Manx Grand Prix on that bike, so we kind of changed it up. I'm on the ZX7 this year, which was my first go on it on Sunday. I hadn't sat on it since this year, so to get out and put a couple of decent laps in. The bike's not set perfect for me just yet. Like Nathan Harrison rode it in 22, I think, Brian last year, and we're all different sizes, different riding styles and things, so yeah, it just takes a bit of adapting, and we'll get it better. Got it a lot better from the first lap I did to the second one. So yeah, fingers crossed if we get out tonight, we can improve on what we've already done. So yeah, things are looking good for next Monday.
And realistically, from a warm-up perspective, ideally you'd want to get on the bike, wouldn't you, before you brought it here? But that logistically can't always happen. So why is it that you are only just sitting on the bike right now? I've
been really lucky. Like the lads have touched on, the Greenall team do a great job with preparing the classic super bikes. That's their own bikes, and the amount of time, effort and cost involved in that is massive for a family-run team. So I'm lucky that I only live up the road from the Greenalls and Angus, and they do help me with the modern stuff with SMT racing. So yeah, it's even better to have that connection. But we've been that busy with SMT racing up to this point. It's kind of put us on the back foot with getting the classic super bikes ready, and we've just kind of run out of time. But I half know with how the ZXR went, I knew the ZX7 wouldn't be a million miles from with it. We can get it near enough with just minimal practice. So yeah, it would have been nice to get maybe a short circuit race out on it or whatever, but it's not been too critical. I think we'll be able to improve from where we're at now, and see where we end up.
Good. And have they been getting you doing any Irish? No, I feel like
no, we've not done any Irish dancing or anything like that yet.
Not yet.
But there's time, so. Yeah, I'll leave that to them. But I've not even had a Guinness with them, no.
What?
So yeah, we'll save that and see what it's all about. But yeah, it's good. The full team seems to get on in their own different ways. But luckily, we all get on with each other to a point. Or I think we all get on. Maybe
to a point. Jesus, bro, you're definitely getting praised out there.
I think I've got to. Two lads who I may be able to call friends by the end of the week, but I don't know yet. We'll see how the podcast goes.
You can't backpedal now.
The whole is dog.
We'll see how we go. I feel like an outsider, so we'll go. We'll see how we get on. I might get a dark green t-shirt by the end of the week.
You can walk home as well,
but you've got your dad here with you, of course. Now both of you have got great history and a great love for the mountain course, being back here on the Isle of Man. So I guess it's always a special thing to have him with you, and really important
definitely.
to have him with you.
Yeah, he's back at camp now. Just doing little bits here and there. The Greenall team are kind of hands-on within the family. They're spannering and things like that. So my dad comes across with it. The mechanic who's been with him for most of his racing career, Paul. So they're just doing bits, fiberglass in belly pans and cleaning the bikes and doing whatever's needed. But it's always great to have him there for whatever's needed, and he's got a couple of words of advice and things like that. So Yeah, it's always we enjoy the Manx Grand Prix, you know, as a family coming across and just having to do it. It's a lot more relaxed than the TT. Not that I don't love the TT, it's just a completely different way of approaching the you know, the event and the racing. So yeah, a lot more relaxed, but yeah, once you get out on
To go racing, kind of, you know. As the bikes haven't changed much. I've ridden all the bikes now. I'm like the team slut, but I've been on all of them. But yeah, no, I'm happy enough. Like, few little changes. There's not much change between the three bikes. They're very similar. So another couple of laps, I'd be happy to go racing. But yeah, it's good to be here. It's good. It's just a good, as that lad said, it's just a good atmosphere. The TT was very, very intense this year with so many races as well. You have 8 races. It's just, we've only one race. It's a big difference. So it's a bit more relaxed, a bit more crack. You can have enjoy the nights a bit more.
Yeah.
And yeah, hopefully, look, as Rob said as well, thinking about the family of poor Lewis as well, you know, that put a bit of a spanner in the works, and it's the dark side of the sport, unfortunately, you know. I didn't know the chap very well. Derek knew him, and it's just he's from locally, actually from my family are from my town, so, and I didn't know the chap that well. So that put a bit of a damper on it, and obviously we're thinking of their family and stuff, but it's part of the sport, unfortunately. But we move on, and hopefully we'll have some good weather to get some good laps in. Yeah, the weather, TT as well, the weather was shocking. It was freezing cold and it was windy, so we managed then, so hopefully we'll manage now.
And we have to touch on, you know, the media speculation now, the media attention that it gets having something like the tragedy that we've had.
Yeah.
It's a shame that it doesn't get shined on all the successes and the incredible
Yeah, well,
records
that's just
that
sort
get
of
broken, isn't it? But
the
it's-
mainstream looking, like, you know,
that's what happens.
they all only just see the dangers and bikes flying down the road at 180 mile an hour, close to curbs, trees, walls. So, you know, they sort of have a tainted view on the whole thing.
Yeah.
And I suppose, you know, if you're not involved in it, it's hard to see why we do it.
Absolutely.
You
Well,
know.
even as a spectator and as a fan, you know, like, we're risking some of the spots we can watch it, but it's bloody great,
Oh,
isn't it? That's why we're there.
It's absolutely
That
bonkers when
thrill.
you're stood on the side of the track watching it. You know, it feels a lot worse there than it does on the bike. But you know, it's all part of it, and yeah, the media looks at it that way. But I suppose they're looking for hits and views, aren't they?
Yeah,
You know, and
yeah.
whatever sells, and I suppose in their world that sells.
No one's putting a gun to our head to do it. It's the other thing, you know.
Absolutely.
We're paying. None of us are getting paid fortune to do it.
Yeah.
We
I
spend
know.
money. We spend money to do it. Apart from Rob.
I think I'm paying. I don't pay no wage.
Yeah. So no one's put a gun to our head to do it. So it's on us. We don't have to do it, and everybody's here wants to do it for the love of it. There's nothing that scratches the itch like to go around this place.
Yeah.
You can do. There's friends of mine who retired and bought planes and went rallying and did this and that, and it just can't. There's nothing that scratches the itch like this place.
I guess
it's
when
so
you
special.
get that taste for it, it's really, really
We're under,
hard to-
like in Ireland as well, we're under serious pressure because it looks like there's going to be no racing at all next year in any two-wheel sport because of insurance.
Yeah.
And we get no support from the government. And it's not huge money in this great scheme of things for the insurance. But the government look at it as the road bike deaths on the roads. It's not a sport to them. You know what I mean? That's and same with the media. It's not a sport. You know what I mean? They just look at the casualties around road bikes. And 60% of the road crashes are down to cars pulling out in front of people. It's not, you know what I mean? So
Oh yeah.
it's
not
it's a
relative,
shame.
really,
Like
is
it
it?
looks like racing in Ireland is going to be gone by the looks of things next year. No motocross, grass tracks, short circuits, anything, roads. So
Nothing.
it's a shame, and we don't get help because of that. Because of the media, it puts a bad spin on it, and obviously accidents like that put a bad spin on it. But again, there's no one putting a gun to our heads. We love doing what we're doing. So yeah, that's the unfortunate side of it. But look, hopefully we'll get some racing back in Ireland next year. If not, me and Derek might have to retire.
Yeah.
So we won't be able to get licenses.
Yeah.
Maybe-
We keep saying them. We end up sitting
I
in
think
places
there's
like
about,
this.
I think it's about 60 years of experience between the three of us.
Yeah. Well, we're phasing Rob out.
Yeah,
So,
I'm on my way out, so you can do the right thing and move
Just
to
go
Wigan.
next year.
We've loads
I
of
won't be
racing
here
for you.
Yeah.
But, no, it's all part of it, and yeah, as the lad said, you know, thoughts and prayers go out to Lewis O'Regan's family in this tough time, and you know, there's not much you can say. It's just one of those things, but you know, he was here doing what we were doing, so yeah, that's
Yeah, I
it.
got a phone call from someone who doesn't even know I race bikes, and this is the first time she heard about it was because of that. You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
that's the bad. Like you hear the bad news, and never hear the good news.
And there's
It's
just-
unfortunate. Bad news always spreads faster than good news, doesn't it?
It does,
You
doesn't
know,
Oh yeah, it's just, you know,
win a
Bad news.
race, no one really.
That
you
you're
know,
out of the team, that's going to
Yeah.
spread news soon as well.
That will.
That's the bad news
That
for you.
will be really bad news. I think we'll get a national holiday when I
Just
leave.
leave your t-shirt in.
When I'm booted out, not
Just
when I
as you're
leave.
heading out the door.
Well, ladies and gents,
That's what you'll be giving me as I the other way.
around.
So coming back to the classics then, right? So I've got 2 questions for each of yours.
Oh jeez.
I know. The first being,
Wasn't me.
what has been your favourite classic bike that you've had the pleasure of riding?
Basically, the ZXR, the one I'm riding now currently for Greenall gang. It's just a great bike to ride, well prepared, and I've only ridden 2 other classic bikes, bar that one. So that's mine anyway.
And one that you haven't ridden that you would like to ride?
I'd love to have a go on a 500 2-stroke, of some breed or fashion or form around there, but I don't know if that'll ever come. That's definitely one I'd like to try.
Great. Brian? One that you've ridden?
This is the oldest one I've ever
favourite?
ridden. That sounds
Okay.
bad, doesn't it? Well, maybe.
Bike.
What year's the bike?
Bike,
92? No, maybe older.
Get arrested for that.
It's the only. That's younger. It's the only bike I've actually ridden. The only classic bike I've ever ridden.
Okay.
So I can't really compare. So I've actually ridden the 3 bikes, and they're all very similar. So the Kawasaki is my favourite. What I would love to ride. 500 2-stroke would probably be something I'd love to ride. There's something special about them, and I nearly got offered to ride one at the Classic Festival in Bishop's Court this year, but he sold it on me, the fucker. So I didn't get to ride it. It's a bike that I wanted to ride for years, and get a spin on. But well, maybe one day we'll see. Maybe not around here. No, 2-stroke around here with the size of me mightn't go well. So I don't get asked to ride the smaller bikes for some reason. I don't know why. I don't know why.
Great.
I have to grow up like Rob.
Yeah, that's it.
And Rob?
Really boring answer, but I'm pretty much the same as these 2. I think it'd have to be. I'll always have a. In fact, we could turn it around because say you stole my bike. I'll always have a soft spot for that one.
Yeah.
So I won on it in 22. 3rd on it last year. So but we'll see how this ZX7 goes. That this could be the, the one
favourite.
the one I want to keep forever.
Okay.
But keep might cost me a few quid, but and the one I'd want to ride. I've never actually ridden. Years ago when I first started racing, I had a Honda 125, RS 125, and that was brilliant. I always wanted a 250, but they don't come up very often. Not many people kind of throw them at you. So I'd like to ride one of them at the Manx, one of them. And I've always fancied, maybe, I don't know, the rotary Norton as well.
Yeah,
I
that's
like
an interesting one.
Yeah, but I mean, I've heard them set out.
The noise and the smell is good.
But
Maybe that's it.
If I just watch other people ride it, maybe that's the best option. But there's always something about it, just something different. But I don't think I'd race one round here. It's not. I'd rather stick with what I've got, to be honest.
Yeah.
James Hine went well on the Norton there the other night, didn't he?
He did, to be fair. So we'll see. If he beats us all, then
They make lovely sound as well, don't they?
They do. Yeah.
We've got to touch on your win then, right? So
What? We touch on it every day.
You being, that tradition and the Manx Grand Prix of being put on the
chair.
The chair, of course.
the chariot.
And being carried by your team and whoever else wants to get involved. What a special moment for a rider to...
It is, it's great to do that. That whole tradition's still going, but you've got to, it's only when you're hoisted up in the air and you nearly hit that beam, you think, I hope these lads are strong enough to keep...
Imagine if they win.
Just put wheels on it. But
Will we find out, Brian?
This is the podium here, actually.
So, that'd be nice, wouldn't it? But, it's a special thing, and it's something that I'm glad has kept on going. Something that they've done for years, and I've been lucky enough to have a ride in that. To do that again would be pretty amazing. But I've got a long way to go to that point. So
thanks for that. Listen, gents, thank you for chatting to us and taking some time out of your day and coming up here.
No problem. Thank you.
I wish you all the best.
Thank you.
Don't forget to tint your windows.
Look forward to seeing you in the new colours.
Thank you. I'll have the new colours. I'll be someone else sat here next year.
Yeah, all the best. Have a great time, and let's get doing the Sundance, shall we? And hope it comes
Yeah,
out to play.
definitely.
Yeah, fingers crossed.
And it's
Yeah.
a safe and accessible one for the rest of us for the
Thanks
rest
very
of the
much,
week.
Absolutely.
So thanks for tuning in. We've got more of that to come this week. And yeah, thank you to Rob, Brian and Derek for joining us in the studio, or Two Men and a Baby. Thank you for joining us. 2 Minute Classics, relive the passion.
All good?
Right, son.
Thank you.
Happy days, eh?
Spot on.
Manx Grand Prix, and boy, we can't wait to share the content that's going to be coming your way in and around the event. Thank you. Thank you. Of course, there's going to be plenty of racing coming your way. But we're going to cover as much as the people in and around that racing.
Maybe what about a Manx Grand Prix? Oh, crikey, that's what's up there in the stratosphere, you know.
Sounds and the smells, hey.
Oh, it's like nothing else. Get the Castrol going again and
And you need a stepping stone. And the Manx is a good stepping stone.
Parade laps. They've got legends flying over from all over the place that were made at this great event. And of course, we've got entertainment. There's all sorts going on around the island. So we're going to share as much of that as we possibly can with you.
It was fantastic to be back here, and obviously got the opportunity to ride the Ashport Racing RT45, which is a proper iconic machine.
And they couldn't have picked a better lad to get on it. Two Wheeling Classics, relive the passion.